spaces we need. Other places, we need a DM, in my opinion. Whether we get one or not, I hope we do. Because the Lamine Kamara did stuff that hasn't come out from nowhere. Do you know what I'm saying? There must be some thoughts into that one. There's only a couple days left for the Champions.
Tuesday finish.
Yeah, Tuesday. There's only a couple of days left in it. So I'm hoping everything ramps up. And after the game against Nottingham Forest, Liverpool are going all in for a defensive midfielder and the right winger. Because I definitely...
Because Ipswich will be Friday.
Yeah. It'll
be Friday.
So we're all bloody firing shots at every team for a winger. But like lucky dip, we'll take you, we'll get you. That's what they're trying to do at the moment, but no succession. So it's a bit weird for Liverpool. But that's the main
thing is about it, I think, if we get a DM, if we get a DM, what happens is our fortune changes. You know that? Our fortune changes overnight. Because what we need at the moment in midfield, is somebody to put their foot on the ball. You understand what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And I kind of like dictate the midfield and say, look, you was talking about before JP come on. It's like you want a guy that need to defend when he needs to defend, go forward when he needs to go forward, and make the pass when he needs to make the pass. Do you know what I mean? Now I see that in that Kamara guy. I see that in him. I think he's a good player. You see, that's what I say. I like French African players because they're just beasts when it comes to football.
Ballers, man.
They're
beasts. A lot of them.
Yeah, especially those ones from Ivory Coast and Senegal and Mali.
Yeah. Especially Senegal. Senegal, they got some mad players. Crazy.
Yeah.
Well, arguably, you got to think about it, right? Sadio Mane was our best player in a long time, for ability wise, nobody can really touch Sadio Mane for ability wise. He has so much ability to him. It was just unbelievable.
But he was insane. He could play left wing or right wing, bro. Remember he first came in at right wing and then switched to the left. Man went even madder on the left hand side. I think, who have we signed? This guy's an alien, bro. That's what I was thinking. It was ridiculous.
When he went on that left hand side, it's like it was nothing to him. It's like, all right.
All right.
And what? You know what I mean? He just went over there and he done his thing. And arguably, you can probably say, as you just said at the end of the day, he's probably better on the left-hand side than what he was on the right-hand side.
Yeah.
He scored more goals, didn't he?
Yeah.
Do you remember
that's what I think.
Do you remember the game against Arsenal? I think it was against Arsenal.
Was on the right, that was on the right.
The 4-3 one in the first game, he scored a banging goal that game.
Yeah, when he pushed that guy, I can't remember was it Bellerin? I'm sure it's Bellerin, one of them man there. He just bashed man out of the way. Just packed the top bins, man. It's a move,
that one with
man.
left foot. It was ridiculous. Yeah, it was.
He said, but Marnie, I still love that player. I'm still gutted that he's not playing for Liverpool and how it went. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially last season when that pass he made to Mo Salah when he didn't even look. Remember, he didn't even look where it was going. You know what I mean? And he passed it around him, and Mo Salah just ran onto it and scored a goal. That's mad.
Them two, that football, those players we had up front then was just majestic football. It was just like a good time to be alive, I would say.
And we got. Me personally, I think we have that now in terms of like that trio with Barcola, Wirtz, and Isak. That should be the focal point for the new season, Bobby, Mane, and Salah. There's quality there. Isak is a proven Premier League striker. Wirtz, there's pressure off of Wirtz now. He has runners. He will love to play with Barcola. If you look at Germany, when he had Sane just making the run and then Wirtz finding him. Yeah. So it's going to be similar. And me personally, Barcola is better than Sane. And if Wirtz has that type of runner in his squad, it unlocks him, right? And I think people doing Wirtz a disservice because, like, for me, and a guy broke it down the other day when I was watching his stream, and a lot of people, because of the price tag, want Wirtz to be what he's not, like a KDB, like how KDB would have taken the game by the scruff of the neck and changed the game, Wirtz is that player that if you give him the players around him and you build the team around him, he will connect the dots for you and he will do his thing, right? He's not that player like a KDB, like a Gerrard, he's that connector. So you have to give him the ball and put people around him. Like he did it last season when he gave, like, what the guy showed is, you remember when he came on for Chelsea and he did the kind of back flick to Salah and Salah missed. The guy said if Salah scored that would have been the best assist in Premier League history. It would have been like the Bergkamp. You understand? That would have been one of the you saw the Bergkamp goal when Bergkamp did that same thing, that same kind of pirouette turn and score. The guy said if Salah only finished his dinner, Wirtz would have been in the Premier League great assists ever, right? So that's what he needs. He needs that type of those players to kind of complement his game, and then he will flourish. So I'm very happy for Liverpool right now. And we're going to be entertained this season, guys. We're going to be entertained.
You got to think about it, right? Most of these players, like your Bergkamp, like your KDB, Sane, and all the sort of players like that, yeah, right? You got to think about the reason why they was good, and how they was allowed to express themselves as a footballer, because they had a good DM in midfield. Yeah,
that exactly.
That's what makes it work.
Yeah,
what makes it work in the day is that you having that good DM, because at the moment, what's happening with Wirtz? He's having to track back, back and defend. That's not his game.
Yeah, that's annoying me. You know. Yeah, you're right.
He wasn't brought to He was brought to be the playmaker. So you know what I mean. And i.e., at the end of the day, if he gets the ball, right, and the shot's not on, makes the pass, and that pass at the end of the day that he makes to like a player should lead into a goal. Yeah. Right, because he's up there. He's up there. And he doesn't need to be down here. He doesn't need to be down there. He needs to be staying up there to receive the ball, either to A, make a shot and score if it's on, or like B, set somebody else up to do that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, start the attack. Remember, we had Coutinho. Remember we had Coutinho. He's always further forward, playing those positions where he can make things happen. He would always either start the counter attack, or he'll be there, the end person, to either score or set up the last pass all the time.
Exactly.
And sometimes I'm looking at Wirtz, I'm thinking, why is Wirtz in the position where he's having to like defend a lot, and then he's not further up in the pitch when we get the ball to actually start the attacks or counter attacks? It's a bit weird. So we need to actually kind of fix that.
It's weird because the fact of what it is, what you've then got, right, is somebody's bright idea to say that, well, you know what, Gravenberch can be a DM. He's not a DM. He's an 8. Gravenberch is an 8, bro. Stop it now. You know what I mean? He's an 8. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So that's what's happening, because what is actually happening is when the ball's going through midfield and Ryan Gravenberch can't stop it, well then he has to track back and try and say something. You know, I saw him like some certain times in the game, in the Newcastle game, and he was camped in his own area. I thought, you're not supposed to be there, man.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to be there. You're supposed to be further forward so you can get the ball and everything, and either take a crazy shot like what fucking Coutinho used to do, or make a pass, do something. We're not supposed to be there.
Yeah.
So I think if you get like a good DM in the base of midfield at the day, right, your fortunes changed overnight. Do you know what I mean? People start feeling free up.
You know, another thing I think we overlooking as Liverpool fans too, and is kind of extension of how we going to get the best out of it too as well, is that Jurgen Klopp is now the Germany manager, and remember he has ties to Liverpool as well. So Jurgen Klopp will bring the best out of it for Germany again, right? Well, continue, because he plays well for Germany, so continue to build him as the marquee player for Germany, and that will also in transition help us as Liverpool, because you know how Jurgen Klopp was with his players, arm around you, talking to you, giving you that kind of urgency to put, I taking the blame, you are my player, I trust you, put your arm around you, laugh at your kind of personality. And I think that's what Wirtz needs right now, that type of Jurgen Klopp cuddling kind of a manager, and once he goes on international duty, meets Jurgen Klopp, plays in his system, Jurgen Klopp could relate to him because he was an ex-Liverpool manager. That in turn will bring out the best of Wirtz as well, along with the Barcolas, the Isaks, the new signings that we're getting in with if we got DM2. So a lot of people overlook, and that's why it kind of makes me not realize why these fans giving up on Wirtz so early and Isak by extension, because the future is bright. It's one game away, a tougher away game and stuff. Let the season settle. Let Barcola come in. Let the midfielders, if we get the midfield, let him come in. Let the season go on, and we will see a difference. Come on, guys, just support the team this year. No criticism, no negativity. Just support the team and let's go.
It's very hard to last season.
Yeah.